Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I hope everyone had a good day in that today. Hi, Bryn.
Hey. Saba. She has the heart monitor.
Yeah. Hi, Robert.
Hey, Robert.
Yeah, of course, came up right away. Wants to say hi to everyone. Okay, gotta move. Did the doctor find out what was going on with you or whatever?
I have to take an aspirin every day now. Up 81.
Yeah.
And they're seeing how low my heartbeats are going and when they
Yeah.
go low and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because my blood pressure was normal,
Yeah.
but I would sit there and get real lightheaded, and my beats per minute were going under 40,
Oh.
and they're supposed to be 60 to 100 beats per minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I take an aspirin too every day, 81 milligram.
So I don't know what they're gonna do yet.
Yeah. Hey, Miguel.
Hey, Miguel, did you let Susan know?
Oh, no, I didn't. Yeah, I'll let her know right now. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, cool gamer. Yeah, thank you, Miguel.
Hey, Stephanie. Hey, cool gamer.
Yeah, I got a haircut last week. I had a stop at the bank. Then, since I was within the area, I just went across the street to the barber see if they could squeeze me in, and yeah, and they were able to squeeze me in. Oh no, Miguel. Yeah, the one that I have is United Healthcare for Medicaid or Medicare or something like that. Yeah, that turned out to be the work out the best for me.
Oh, but everything's related. Like when my legs swelled up, and the way my blood is right now,
Yeah.
and the headaches and everything, they're all related.
Yeah. Hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan.
Oh, no, Miguel. Yeah, some of these places, they do kind of have uncomfortable chairs and that. Oh, no, I didn't, Miguel. Yeah, I was kind of pretty much busy today.
Well, Susan, I had chest pains and squeezing on my chest on Saturday night, and it didn't go away after like 2 hours or so. And all they found out is I had a myocardial infarction sometime 2 years ago, and that I have to take something for my blood to make it so it don't clot.
Yeah.
And I'm on a heart monitor right now.
Hi, Erin.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah, I hope they figure out what it is, Erin. Yeah, I hope it's not anything too serious.
My dad's shocked that I had a heart attack already.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah, I kind of hope more comes soon. Sent the link out to a few already.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much doing okay. Got my laundry done this morning. And then I just did some other little stuff. That's good, Susan. Hey, Angela. Yeah, painting can get you tired out.
Yeah.
There were times I painted a room in one day, and that really got me tired.
Hey, Angela.
And Layla wants to sleep right here. Hey, sleepyhead. Layla. I don't know how you can sleep with your head hanging down. Yeah, I know what you mean, Susan. Yeah, about 10 years ago when the bathroom was redone, the walls in there needed insulation. There wasn't any. There was the outside wall, then the studs, and inside wall.
Hi, everybody. Hi, how's everybody doing?
Hey, Cricket.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here working on some stitch markers.
Yeah.
Oh, I got quite a few of them done. So,
Will make you big.
Cool.
Cool.
yeah, I'm gonna, some of my Christmas stuff I'm doing.
Yeah.
It was really good today. I got a video up. I got my kitchen cleaned up. I drove a truck back to my son so that he could have his truck back. So I've been doing pretty good today, and I made a bunch of stitch markers.
Yeah.
So. And I've been kind of surfing the channels here, the YouTube streets. because I got on earlier and I didn't see anybody on, so I just kind of started surfing through the lives.
And I was looking for Elaine earlier.
I was too. I don't think she did one today.
Is she in Florida?
No, Elaine, she's in California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she said she couldn't do it Monday.
Yeah. I thought my son was going to head up because he just lives on the outskirts of Orlando. And been kind of worried about him all day, thinking, I think you should have maybe headed up. But then it's like he said, you'd have to come up through, 75 or North Carolina, go the 80 way up. And he said, either way I go, I'm probably not going to be able to find a hotel because he's only got one leg because he had cancer and they removed one of his legs.
Yeah.
He said, I just going to take my chances here. So he stayed at his house.
See, Cricket, I have a heart monitor on.
Oh yeah, how'd that go? I mean, I knew you was in the ER and they put you in the hospital.
Yeah, put me in the hospital till last night about 7.
What'd they find?
I have to take aspirin because my blood is sticky for clots.
Yeah.
Here you go.
My heartbeats keep going too low, but my blood pressure is normal.
Did they
And I
tell
had a
you?
heart attack. We don't know when.
Did they tell you when you sit with your feet elevated?
I had to the whole time in the hospital.
Yeah, you should do that at home too. I have the
Well,
same
I sleep.
problem. They said my blood's got so much plaque in it. It's like.
Oh, I don't have any plaque
molasses.
or calcium in my blood. I don't have any issues with my blood. It's just when they did the D-dimer,
Mm-hmm.
it shows that I have propensity of having a clot.
Mm. Yeah.
So they did a CAT scan of my neck all the way down my heart and my lungs before I left.
You don't want any blood clots, let me tell you.
No, because I still have fullness in my chest.
Yeah. They like to go to the lungs and the heart. Believe me,
Yep.
It's not good.
Well,
Hi, everybody in chat.
and I had swelling in my leg.
Mhm.
That's related to what was been
Mhm.
going on with my body and me being tired and lightheaded and not feeling right. So they have me on this heart monitor. This phone.
I had to wear one of them for a long time.
I have to wear it for 2 weeks.
And you want to know the funny thing of it is? The first time I ever had to wear one, I was 19 years old.
I was 20.
I was 19.
I was pregnant.
And it was just my heart. I kept acting up. And they found out I had a mitral valve prolapse. And they said then that my blood was like milk. And I said, well, could that be growing up on a bunch of fried foods? Because I was raised Southern. My mother used lard,
Yeah.
all that stuff. And he said, very likely. And now I'm sitting there thinking, my mom lived till she was in her 80s. My dad lived till he was old. My grandmother lived in the 90s.
Yeah, we eat all kinds of
worse than I did.
We eat all kinds of poison.
Yeah.
Our food is
That's what I
filled
think
with
it is.
poison.
Yeah, I think it is too. I got to put my glasses on so I can see the chat because I'm kind of a ways away. Sorry,
Hey,
guys.
Marion.
So there's Bill and Robert and CDC and Maid Marion. Hi, guys. Yeah, I know the feeling, Susan. I tried to stay busy today as soon as he told me he wasn't going to drive up. So I wanted him to at least get way up in Georgia or something,
Yeah.
But I've not only got my son, I've got my cousins, my best friend. One of them lived down there, and they had to really leave the county because they were right by Tampa. And my cousin he has a trailer in Fort Myers and up in that area.
It's starting to move a little more south, like
Yeah.
And that's what's worrisome. When they were showing the cone,
Right.
and they were showing it was going to the bottom of the cone.
Well, hopefully when it hits landfall, it's died down. I'm praying it dies down.
Yeah.
The way
It's
it's
5 right now.
The storm surge is going to be the bad part. It's going to be the storm surge.
Because it's going to be on high tide.
Yeah.
It's going to be in high tide, too.
So.
Yeah.
Isn't one of our people that gets on here, aren't they in Florida? Somebody gets on and live every once in a while. Don't they live in Florida too? Or am I thinking of somebody
Renegade.
else? Renegade,
He's
that's
down.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
right.
hunkered down.
Florida.
Oh. Did he have to evacuate or?
I don't think he did.
Oh boy. What part's he in? I
I
forgot.
don't know.
I have his address in the other room.
Oh, that he's over by Jacksonville because I remember we were talking. I think he's over. Yeah, I think he's over in Jacksonville.
Yeah, near Jacksonville, something like that.
Because my sister, that's where their condo and stuff is. Since we moved her up here because, her husband they both came up here. They were sick and elderly and staying with me, and then he passed on, and now my sister's with their son.
I got a new chair.
But yeah, she still got her condo down there though. It's up for sale. So at least she's up here,
Yeah.
St. Augustine. That's right. I remember talking about St. Augustine. Oh, there's Lydia. Hi, Lydia, hon. How you feeling today?
I've been tired. I haven't been sleeping very well. So I just woke up from a big old nap.
You've been through a lot, so you're going to be tired. A lot of crying makes you tired, too. Takes a lot out of you.
Yeah. Yeah, and today would have been my mom's 75th birthday.
It's been rough.
Yeah. Well, she's having a birthday party up in Heavenary.
Hi, Susan. Hi, Bill.
And the angels are singing her happy birthday.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, whoever's here. In here.
And they didn't even put me upstairs because they didn't have they put me in observation because they had to keep monitoring my heart in case my ticker didn't work.
You need to have somebody that checks on you every day.
My sisters are.
Okay, you live by yourself and they need to check. Somebody needs to check on you every day.
Bill, I've been dealing with depression. I haven't been really sleeping very well.
Well, you want?
Do you have a doctor for that depression, Lydia? Do you have somebody you can talk to?
I'm going to see a therapist, I think.
Okay, because you've been through way too much lately. You've been through a lot with your aunt and your friend and your fiance. That's too much for anybody to handle in that length. It is over any period of time.
You go.
And the counselor will help you with coping mechanisms, stuff to do, and all that. I see a counselor and I see a psychiatrist.
There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes they can be your best friend without you even knowing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
My cat's been very keeping an eye on me. If she goes into the back of the house and she doesn't hear me up here, she meows. She's sitting up on her tower right now. She was out of food when I came home.
She's probably happy to see you.
Yeah, she's been snacking a lot today.
Give her a big old bowl of milk or cream and say, "Yeah, I'm home now."
Oh no, she doesn't eat. She drinks water. She can't drink milk or cream. She don't eat people food at all.
I wish Tootsie was that way. That's all she wants is people food. She eats everything. If I go and get a sandwich, that dog will come up there and just lay her head on my knee and just stare at me like, "Are you gonna just sit there and move her eyes up and down? Like, you gonna give me a bite of that?" just a little bite. You know, you love me. You know, I want a bite. And I
She
wind up giving her
said
half
I
the
was
sandwich because I feel
ate
full.
this once a week for 13 years after my son was cared. Wow.
Yep.
I did a therapist right before right after my dad passed away, and my therapist is no longer there, so I would have a new therapist.
The one thing that I hated when I went through what I went through is everybody saying, you need to get on with your life. You need to get over it.
Yeah.
The worst thing anybody could have said. You don't get over it. You just learn how to live with it. You learn to find ways to make it easier to live with it. You never get over it. And I hate that when people say that, you know,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the time is the only thing that makes your heart slow down a little bit so that you can live with it. I'm sorry I cut you off, Arnie.
Yeah. I had a few people that said that to me.
Yep. I still miss my mom, and I lost my mom when I was 28 in 2000.
And you don't get over it. You don't get over it. Yeah. And you didn't get over it, did you?
No.
You
My
know,
ex-husband kept telling me, it's been 2 years. It's been 3 years. You need to get out of this. Kids need to have a Christmas.
you learn to move on. You don't get over it. You just learn how to live with it.
Yeah.
And when you go through that stuff and so many losses, like one right after another, you got to remember there's going to be nights that you're going to think, oh my God, I can't go on. I can't take this. I can't do that. Just remember, there's always somebody there to listen to you. Phone call away, go outside, look at the stars, talk to the sky, whatever. Don't ever give in to them because it's not good. There's always somebody. Somebody will always listen. I don't care if you got to get on the computer at 4:00 in the morning and scroll through and find somebody. Ring my phone. I don't care. There's always somebody going to be there for you.
Yeah.
Because it's just, it's a lot. We're born to nurture and love. We're not born to get over it.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Ariel.
Hi, Ariel.
Hey, Ariel.
But yeah, it just like, you know. Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, Ariel. I lost my brother too about 3 years ago. Him and my sister both had cancer.
My brother died 20 years ago now on Mother's Day.
Yeah. 2021 was when my dad had passed.
And never feel bad to cry in front of people because we're human. If we didn't cry, we'd probably be heartless. If people can't see you cry, then, or they don't want to see you cry, then that's on them. But you cry because we're nurturers and we're made to have feelings.
Yeah. That's good, Robert.
Yeah. Did you try the kraut juice? Works for me. You just take that kraut juice out of it. If you get a jar of kraut, just drink that kraut juice.
I am wearing my other half, my engagement ring.
Yep. He wanted you to have that. So
Yep.
that showed he loved you. And that's why you're going to cry. And that's why you're going to hurt because you loved him. And we're made to have emotions and we're made to care. So,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like one time last year too. I
that's good, Robert.
had a little container that had my mom's jewelry in it that she would wear, and so I took the cover off of it. I let Layla sniffed it. she turned around and looked in the living room and was like looking for my mom.
Yep.
Aw.
And you know, when I lost my mom and they took my mother, they had a hospital gown on her. You know, one of them ones that's open in the back. And I looked at him and I said, look here, my mother was a lady and she loved to dress and she always dressed nice. I mean, she dressed like a duchess. And I said, and she's going
Yeah.
out here and she's going out of this room like a duchess. So they took and dressed her. I made them like a duchess when they took her because she wouldn't have wanted anybody to see her in that hospital gown. So when we went and everything was all said and done, the nurse come up, one of the nurses, and she had the hospital gown folded in a box. And because that was the last thing, you know, my mother had on that I touched her and held her hand with her on. She said, I don't know if you want this or not, but I'm going to give it to you. And, you know, I still have that. And I have a lot of other things that was hers. But I have that hospital gown folded and in my pajama drawer. I don't wear it, but when I get my pajamas, that hospital gown's there, and I say, night, Mom.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just something that's, you know, you don't put it away because that's theirs and that's a part of them with you.
Mm-hmm.
Just like your ring, Lydia. You're going to touch that ring and have so many memories. Arnie, you're going to look at your mama's jewelry and you're probably going to have pictures in your mind of what she wore and when you seen her wearing it, maybe. You know?
Yeah.
You too, Bren. You're going to see things that's going to remind you of your mom. I know I do.
Yeah.
I can't go in my kitchen. I don't think of my brother because when me and him remodeled that kitchen, him and my husband, we had so much fun remodeling that kitchen. And there probably isn't a kitchen in Toledo that doesn't have my brother's DNA in there. Because every time he worked or did something, he wound up cutting his fingers, cutting his hand, hurting himself, bleeding in somebody's kitchen or wherever he was working. So his DNA is all over Toledo.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but my brother had a lot of friends. He probably had more friends than I can even think of. And his funeral, they were just outside, lined up around the block, coming in to see him. And that to me felt like an honor. So, you know, it's.
What do you want?
So you have your memories. It's nothing. You have your memories, and if it's 10 years down the line, and you have a memory, and you want to bawl like a baby, you bawl.
Here's a updated picture from his sister.
Oh.
Yep.
Oops.
Yep.
You big Lydia.
That's my other
He's got the cowboy hat on, but it almost looks like he's got a halo, like a halo. Yep. Yep.
Okay, you can make me smart again. Oh, here's another one. Sorry.
Yep.
I have that picture on my laptop.
Now, did you and him meet at your work? Did you work together or?
Yeah, we used to work together.
Okay. Yep. He seems like he'd be a lot of fun. Look at that smile.
He was a lot of fun. He was a good teaser too.
Yeah, he looked like he'd be the type to always make you laugh. Yep. And I haven't ever met him, but that's just what I get from his picture. Yep. So. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and this was when we had the kitchen floor done like
Okay.
15 years ago.
Yep. Was that the peel and press tiles that you had to tear up? You know, you had to kind of take a knife and or a putty knife and hammer and kind of get underneath them to pry them loose.
Hi, Joe.
I think it was one.
Joe.
Hi, Joe.
That looks nice now.
Just after, and my mom painted.
Yeah.
Me and my dad took the cabinet doors off, and my mom painted trim all around the cabinet doors.
Ooh. Yep. Looks good. Hi, Joe.
Hi, Stephanie.
Yeah, doors were falling off and everything, and my mom painted the trim. I put the
Hi,
new
Full Mama Bear.
new hinges on. My dad did the handles.
And
But-
just that little bit makes it look like a totally new kitchen, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Susan said, Arnie, can you move that heart? I can't see what Bill said to me. Laugh out loud.
Hi, Florida Mama Bear.
Hi, Mama Bear. Oh. Yeah, I'll do that. I keep forgetting to turn that off.
I am so thirsty, but I don't have anything up here in this room to drink.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, Florida Mama Bear, how's the weather been by you? Did that hurricane come through yet? Or?
Yeah, I was going to say, dude. Did Elaine have her bingo today?
No, I didn't see her on. She
No, she wasn't.
yesterday she posted she might have it today, but I
Yeah.
didn't see her on.
I was out walking. I walk over to the park over across the
Yeah.
street where I live at. And wanted to be over there, and
She's
No.
busy. She stays busy, and I think maybe she's might be busy
maybe
with Dot.
Dot.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe she's busy with Dot. I worry about Dot.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love her to death. She is so comical. Oh my lord! I bet
I have her on Facebook.
I told my husband if I ever go back to California just to visit, because where they live isn't too far from where I lived when I was out there, like maybe an hour, if that. And I am definitely going to find them too and spend the day with them. I'll probably come back with my sides all sore from laughing so hard, but I just think we'd have a ball getting together with them too.
Oh, poor Mama Bear said, "I know warning right now." Be safe, Mama Bear.
Oh, no. Yeah, I just hope it doesn't cause any more damage
Safety.
that the other one has done.
Just keep watching. Just keep watching out your window. Make sure that you keep your eyes on everything.
The heart should be gone. I can't tell on my end.
Yeah.
Here, I can see on my phone.
Now, what part is Florida Mama? Is she with Renegade? Am I getting that confused? Maybe.
No, her other house is Billy Bob.
Okay, and because I know Renegades in Florida, and that's
Billy
why
Bob is a troublemaker.
you know he's the one that steals all our bingo numbers.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Oh. Well, Florida Mama Bear, if the water comes, throw a life wrapped around Billy Bob's waist and jump on the back of him. Not to laugh, but ride him like a whale. Just kidding. I'm gonna hope you guys are safe. I'd be scared to death. You are one warrior, because I tell you what, if them mornings come up and I knew that water was coming, oh Lord, oh God, I'd die of panic attacks because I cannot swim. I'm afraid of deep water. It gets up to my neck, I start freaking. I got to get out of there.
Yeah.
I've been through a lot of hurricanes, and Hurricane Floyd in 1999, I lost everything.
Oh,
Oh wow, Graham.
I had a
Okay, it's
6-month-old.
gone. I was looking at my phone. It's gone. So that art thing.
I had a 6-month-old and a 6-year-old, and they had to find a boat to boat us out of our apartment. It was over 8 feet at the entry
Oh,
of the
man.
apartment complex.
now see, I'd have been freaking out. Probably the only thing that would have kept me sane is having to take care of my babies, but I'd have still been freaking out. I'd have put my babies in them safety people's arms, and then I'd have said, "Give me a shot because you ain't getting me in that water. Knock me out, then drag me
Oh,
out."
they got in a boat. They found it. They found a boat to put us in.
I'd be scared to death.
And then we got put in housing that had furniture. We were one of the few that had with furniture.
What part of Florida are you in, Mama Bear? Can I ask that? Or
I think she is.
oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Bless ya.
I think she. You know what? I'm gonna look on Facebook. I can hear you on Facebook. Oh,
What? Thank you, Bill. Yeah, my husband wanted to sell everything and move down to
What
a
the heck
town
does
called.
France has to do with hurricanes? France has
They-
no hurricanes.
They had one that was going that way.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yep.
my husband wanted to sell everything here and move down to Florida in a town called Live Oak. He said they don't flood up there that bad. And then like the following year they got flooded. I waited for him to come in from work. I said, "Come here, I want to show you something." So what? And I turned TV on. I said, "That's where you wanted to put me?" I'm
I'm
thinking.
doing okay, Joe. I'm doing okay. I had my
Saint-
first of
Saint
2
Luke's
exams tomorrow.
County on the East Coast, known as Treasure Coast. Oh, I think, didn't Ryan Hall mention that one, that island?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking he did. He said if he lived there, he'd be out of there.
See, it's monitoring me.
Mm.
It's
Now,
a,
will that type into the emergency people if something starts going wrong with you? You know, like give them a notice that you need emergency help.
no, it beeps to let me know if something's wrong.
Now, my brother-in-law had one that also beeped into the emergency.
Well, they're monitoring it as we speak at wherever this monitor.
Okay, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
And they asked me, "Oh, we see you haven't been pushing your button when you're having episodes." I was like, "I didn't know." So now I have to make sure I push this button and do whatever it says on the phone. I didn't know. I thought it was just monitor and let it go, and they'll know when things are wrong.
Yeah. So it must have like a cellular modem or something
Yeah, it's
on
got
it.
a cellular system. I have to charge it every night. It's down to 65%.
Travels and Moore said, "Lucky it's heaven." Heading back into the ocean. After, yeah.
My dad told me, hopefully they don't charge me like they did him with the monitor. They charge him $50 to pick it up and $50 to return it.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I told my
My
dad,
brother-in-law, I don't think they charged him anything. He had to. Well, they put it on him at the VA hospital, but then when he come home, they gave him a box, and we had to put it all back in this box and drop it
Yep.
off at a place.
Yeah.
10/21 is the last day that I monitor my heart.
That was like when I had the back on my foot and I had to try and squeeze everything back in his black plastic case, then put it in a bag, and then take it over to UPS to return it.
Florida Mama Bear, you guys still cleaning up from Helene too, where you're at? And they showed where a lot of debris was still laying around from Helene.
In Florida too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And now with this storm coming, it's going to blow all that debris around. So that's going to make it even worse.
Yeah, they're trying to clean it up before tomorrow.
They're not going to get it all cleaned up. There's too much.
I know.
And then they got to worry about the tornadoes.
Yeah, when they're in the west side or the northeast side of it, that's where more of the hurricane or the tornadoes happen.
Yep.
And there's
Yeah, I've
one,
lived through my share of hurricanes.
Helene hit the west side. We were on the east side. Okay. Yeah.
and there's one YouTuber where a tree went right through his house.
Oh wow. Oh, good, Florida. You're on the other side where it has land to slow down and be less.
Get lots of rain in Ontario Sunday all day. Yeah. Other effects. Yeah, there's a lot of people going to get a lot of rain. And so, what's so bad is a lot of people that's going to get even more. The ground is so saturated that even with the more rain they're getting, it's just going to make a mess. Especially like down in Tennessee, they had a lot of them land companies. They went in there and cleaned out a lot of that lumber. And instead of planting it back right away, they just put them little old pine trees in there. And they, like Christmas, they grow fast. And they don't really get way down into the ground. The roots don't. So when that water starts getting saturating in that ground, it can only hold so much. And then they're having the mudslides, versus when they had the big trees in there that, the roots sucked up a lot of that water. And that's the problem down there in the mountains and around in the Smokies and that. They hovered out that all that lumber. And it takes a long time for a tree to grow back,
Yeah.
and take root and suck up a lot of that water and stuff. And yeah. So a lot of them mudslides and the sides of them mountains are just sliding off. The man has raped this earth. Seriously, we have raped this earth. Tornado watch and ground is soaked. Yeah, and there's nowhere for that water to go, is there, Florida Mama Bear?
Come on. Oh. Okay.
Joe ate some cake icing. Well, Joe, if it made you feel good to eat it and it tasted good, hey, you only live once. Enjoy it. I do that too, Joe. If I get mad or I get upset or anything, I kind of like just start cleaning. And then when I start cleaning, I start munching as I'm cleaning, and I just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, sometimes I'll do that too.
What are you doing, Joe?
I'll lay this back up.
Yeah, in fact, I have this container that says cream cheese frosting.
I like that. The cream cheese one, I do.
To
I
me,
like it on carrot cake.
yeah, me too.
That might be
I
something I
love
make for
carrot
Thanksgiving.
cake.
I do too. If it's made right.
I was thinking of getting a carrot cake, but 15, $16. I was like, no way.
They
Yeah.
got a mix out there. I know Betty Crocker makes it, and I know one's better. I think it's Pillsbury that makes a carrot cake that's really good. It's just an instant cake mix, but it's pretty good. And if you add a little more oil in it than what it says, it's really
Yes,
moist.
I am,
Yeah,
Joe. I'm eating there, trying to do best I can. My other funeral is this coming Friday, so I'm probably going to have a breakdown.
yeah, for Mama Bear, I swear that's the best frosting out there is the buttercream.
Yep.
Yuck. I like whipped topping.
Buttercream and the cream cheese.
I agree with you, Bran. I like the whipped cream better.
I like the whipped topping.
I don't like that old icing they used to make with the lard and the sugar. Years ago, it was just regular old. You get it on old frozen birthday cakes. I don't care for that frosting. I like the buttercream. I like the whipped cream, but on a carrot cake, like I said, I like cream or the cream cheese frosting on a carrot cake.
Yeah,
Oh, I hope everything goes all right. Travel some more. Aaron, I think your name's Aaron. I'm having trouble remembering people's names.
Oh no, Joe.
Oh, Joel.
Oh. Honey, I'm so sorry. I'll be sending prayers for you, honey, Joe.
Me too, Joe.
Yeah.
Why do they call it carrot cake? Because it's made out of carrots, or is this a joke?
Sending prayers for you, Joe.
Yep. Prayers, Joe.
there's times too I got a cake where it said carrot cake on it, and I swear it was spice cake instead because it didn't taste like carrot cake.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. You'll order carrot cake in a restaurant, and it's real spicy. I'm like, that ain't carrot cake. I don't like spice cake at all.
Thank you, Travel.
You know, we have been losing a lot of people lately. Everybody I know has been losing a lot of people. And I tell you, I just been having this eerie, like weird feeling like something's, I mean, because there's so many of us going. It's like, is something coming? Is something going to happen? Is something just in the air? Is it in our water? Is it on our food? I mean,
Thank
'Cause I
you
don't-
for Mama Bear.
I don't know anybody right now that hasn't lost somebody in the last month. Yeah, they are, Susan. And that's what I meant when I was, Well, I mean, we've lost some elders too, but it's been a lot of young people.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of young people. There was those. Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it, CDC.
No.
I believe there was something in those shots because um, my grandson, he went and got the shot. He was 16, and he went and got the shot. Got the first one. 2 days later, he come out of his room and wasn't acting right. And he said, "Grandma, I just don't feel good." He started laying around. Then he started getting like he was just liftless. And I rushed him to the ER, and he was having issues. And I said he didn't have these until he got the shot. And they said, "What shot?" And I said, "He got the COVID shot 2 days ago." And the doctors kept him.
C-19. Don't
They,
say COVID.
well, they kept him overnight. Well, he was in there for 2 days, and they let him come home. And then they said for him not to get the second one. I said, "Oh, he ain't." But I left the decision up to him if he wanted to get it or not,
Yeah.
And he said, "Going to school and everything, Grandma, I think I should." And yeah.
I never got any of them. And yeah, a few of my friends that I knew, they got it and they got really sick and everything else.
My grandson didn't have no underlying conditions, Aaron. He was 16. He was a wrestler. He was in top-notch shape. He had just had his physical, everything. And while he was there getting his physical, they gave him the shot.
Yeah.
So. When I was a kid and we went to school, they didn't even ask our parents to give us a shot. When we went to school, you might remember, Arnie, you might be. They walked us down to the auditorium. They lined you up and you walked in a single file line down the table, and they give you a shot in your arm. And they went from one kid to it had like a little gun that zip, 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 zip. And they gave us vaccinations, shots. They gave us tuberculosis shots, justice for tuberculosis. And then we got a little sugar cube. So I don't know. I mean, nowadays.
For Mama Bear, I have not done any
Billy Bob.
Hi, Billy Bob.
Oh no, there's troublemaker.
He's coming to see how you doing, Lydia, to make you feel
Billy
better.
I have not worked on my time in painting for a while, guys. I've been really need to.
Yep. And we didn't have, our parents didn't have no say. You went home, you told your parents you got a shot today, a couple shots.
Layla?
And it was like they used the same,
okay.
like they used the same needle because it was in a gun. It was just zip, 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 zip.
I heard something fall over at Bonnie's. Yeah, I haven't been doing anything really. I've been crocheting a little bit. My friend's been keeping me busy, so.
Aaron, yeah, I understand what you're saying there. It just, I don't know. I can't say one way or another, but I just know what happened in my family. And me and my granddaughter got sick, but with the second one. But the first one we were okay, but the second one we got pretty sick.
Billy Bob said,
when they are telling me I have to get one every 6 weeks, I said, "You're crazy."
Yeah, they won't give me another one.
And I stopped getting one because
Lydia, I miss you. We'll keep you in my prayers. Thank you, Billy Bob.
in the with RNA, it only changes the DNA because the DNA makes it. That
Mhm.
RNA code only changes for a short period of time and then it goes away. It goes back to the same DNA code.
Yep.
Those
Florida
shots
Mama
are
Bear. Yep. And you know, that was, I think, the smallpox vaccination that left the scar on your arm. And the
Yeah.
reason I think it was that one is because I was starting high school and they sent me home because they said I had never had the vaccine. And my mother wrote a note and said, yes, she did. It just didn't take. So they took me back to the doctors and they took my brother with us and they scratched my brother's arm with something. Then they scratched my arm and tried to give me the shot again and it still didn't take. So I think that's what when you're talking about. It left a sore on your arm, then the scab fell off. I think that was for the smallpox. But when they told my mom, they said I didn't have to worry about getting the smallpox because my body was not wanting the shot, if that makes any sense. It didn't to me then, but
Yeah. Yeah, you did it.
them, if I remember right, them shots hurt too. I do get the flu shot, but I don't get the pneumonia shot.
You're the one that did it, Layla.
What did she do?
I think she was checking stuff out on the counter and she slid and fell and knocked the garbage can over.
I heard something. I'm like, what the heck?
I don't know, Susan. I don't know if it was smallpox or polio, but I know it left the little sore on your arm because my brother and them, they all got the sore and I didn't. And mine didn't do anything. And they did it again, take. And they was going to kick me out of high school because they kept saying that's not on your records. And
The self-stirring. You
Nice.
take this bead out
uh-huh.
and you pop it in and it lands right there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got my dad a black one and I got a coral one. Oh, goodness.
Billy Bob said, Arnie, are you making Layla mad?
No, I think she was walking on the kitchen counter checking things and
The tuberculosis shot was that one, Florida Mama Bear. The three little holes. Yeah.
and I don't think Layla was watching where she was walking and yeah, I think she fell into the garbage can, knocked the garbage can over.
We had to put a live trap down by the barn. Last 2-3 nights, something's been getting our baby chickens.
Oh no.
Oh.
And my husband thinks it's a possum. So he put a live trap down there. He figures if he catches it, he'll turn it loose over in the state park or something, get it out of here.
Yeah.
I got one for my dad.
Yeah, that's Layla. She likes to investigate things.
You been crocheting anything, Brent?
I even brought some. I brought my phone and a charger and knitting, and I was too tired. I'm still too tired.
I want to do another blanket. I went to Michael's to find some variegated colors of yarn that I'd like. I've never really made anything with a lot of variegated yarn, and I wanted to try it, but I didn't really see any there that I liked, so I didn't get any. So I just go to my salad colors, figure out something to make. I finished the sweater, so I got to find something else to make now.
Yeah.
I got to have at least 2 or 3 projects going. I got my stitch marker stuff out here. I got my diamond heart over there, and I got a crochet blanket downstairs I'm working on.
My cat keeps looking over at me.
Here's my diamond heart that I really haven't been doing anything.
Oh, cute.
It's pretty.
Okay.
So
I didn't get much done on it, but I've been working on it, but not a whole lot.
I got a new thing called a jewel picker.
Oh.
This thing picks up the jewels.
This one's mine. I got the plastic over this to and get it right. Got it right there because it's the stuff you buy at Temu to keep it covered, like where you're working, so you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have any of those.
Yeah. So that's one of the vintage ladies I'm working on.
Jewel picker.
Oh.
Okay.
Alrighty.
It's got a tip that you just wipe with rubbing alcohol when it gets unsticky.
Huh.
Huh.
Where'd you get that from?
Amazon, but it's called jewel picker.
Huh. And it works good with diamond art, huh?
That's what some people use, so I got it to try it out.
I'm going to look on Amazon right now.
Yeah. Does it light up?
Good night.
No.
Ed.
No.
I have to figure out how to do this stupid OSHA thing
Night,
and
Aaron.
study for my homework. My
Take
exam
care.
tomorrow.
See you on the YouTube
Night,
streets.
Aaron.
Good night, Aaron.
Hope everything goes well. I got a Amazon order coming in. I ordered some a scrapbook kit. You know how you make the scrapbooks, the kit, the threads, the pokey thing, and all that stuff. It's a kit. I ordered one of those. And I got some stickers coming and some little cellophane bags for Christmas gifts that I'm going to be making to put into it. To them.
I got salted caramel hot chocolate K-cups.
Ooh. Them
It's
sound
only
good.
$7.12. For 24 of them, it was $7.12.
That's not bad.
Mm-hmm. It's the Amazon brand.
I don't have a Keurig, how do you say it? Keurig machine?
Keurig.
Keurig machine. I've been thinking about getting one because I'm the only one here that drinks coffee. You know, when we're here.
I don't drink the whole thing. I drink one.
Yeah, and if we get company, then I'll make a pot, but I'll even make like a half a pot just for me. And I always got leftovers. And I keep thinking if I get one of them Keurigs, one of them machines, maybe, you know, I just put one in there and make myself a cup. And if I want another one, throw another thing in there and make myself a second.
But you can do tea, hot chocolate, hot water for noodles, all kinds of things.
I'm going to get me one because I just can't keep seeing wasting all this stuff, you know, in my coffee pot. And
Yeah, I got Keurig. In fact, I just cleaned it up and put it away on the shelf because I'm not using it at the moment.
I'm going to get me one because I think it would benefit me better because I like flavored certain types. I like to try different types of coffee. I used to go to we had a store here called the Anderson, and they'd go in there and they had different coffee beans and you grind them yourself, you know, like different flavors of coffee beans, and you could grind them yourself right there in the store. And I used to do that all the time, get me little bag samples of different coffees. And I missed that because the store closed down. And
Well, on Amazon, you can get several different kinds of just samples of coffee, different flavors of coffee.
Yeah.
In a big set.
yeah.
But
I
I
see-
only like the caramel. It's a caramel cream, vanilla caramel cream coffee.
Yeah. I seen Lama Mama Kayla, somebody sent her a box and it had a bunch of the different little the little cups in there to try different flavors.
K-cups.
Yeah. And that's I'm gonna get me one, I think. Or I'll tell the kids this is what I want for Christmas. Give me a Keurig. One of them coffee machines.
AEURIG.
Yeah.
There's generic ones too that use the K-cups too.
Yeah. I want to get a good one. So anybody got a good name for a good one, let me know. This is a good one.
I have a red microwave, a red Keurig, and a red coffee pot.
What's the name, Brent? It's just regular Keurig machine? No
Yeah,
name.
mine's a regular Keurig, yeah.
Okay. Did you get it at Amazon?
Yeah.
I'll have to check them out. Because I really want one. My son had one in South Dakota and got up. I stayed the night with him, and because I got two sons out there. But when I went to his house, I got up that morning. I said, I couldn't find your coffee pot. I was gonna make a pot of coffee. I couldn't find your coffee pot, and he got laughing. He said, "Mom, there, I got one. It's in there on the counter." I said, "I didn't see your coffee pot," and I was looking all over for his coffee pot. And he got laughing. He said, "Mom, this is a coffee," and he had to show me how to work it and stuff. Well, Dad was stupid, but I didn't know. I didn't have any.
Yeah.
I have just an old Mr. Coffee. You put the water in it, and
Yeah, this is the one that I have.
okay, it works pretty good.
Yeah. It's got the chamber on the side that you fill with water
Yeah, that's what mine is.
And then-
Okay,
and then buttons for 3 different
Size cup.
sizes.
well, my favorite coffee is hazelnut. I love hazelnut coffee, or just regular coffee with hazelnut creamer. I don't care for the powdered creamer. I'll get the liquid hazelnut creamer. I mean, I'll use the powdered creamer if I don't have the liquid, but yeah. And I still got to put sugar in it. But I never used to drink my coffee with sugar. I just drank it with cream. Never drank it black. Just always had just cream in my coffee. And my son said, "Mom, you got to try this flavored coffee." And I thought, oh, I don't want none of that sweet stuff. I don't want no sweet coffees. And he gave me a cup of hazelnut coffee with the creamer and the sugar, and I liked it. And he got me hooked on it. Now I can't drink coffee without sugar.
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Shelly?
Yeah, I just talked to her earlier.
Okay, because I haven't seen her around and just worried about her too.
Yeah, she sent me a message earlier.
I haven't seen her around.
She was on. Whose was it? She said hi on Arnie's Sunday Live. I thought.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
I don't.
Maybe I think I seen her come on, but she didn't respond when I said something. I think
She just
went
came in to say hi. She's still
And she's
dealing with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, she was gone. She didn't stay on very long. How's your mama, Lydia?
Oh, she's okay. She's tired. She has her appointment today.
I think my bronchitis or something's kicking in because I've had a cough today. My nose, I've been sneezing. I feel like I got congestion in my chest. I hope to God not, but there's something going on.
Yeah.
Well, they got a field across from us too, and farmer was out there the other day harvesting his whatever it is he had in there. I think it was wheat or soybeans or something, and that was just stirred up in the air, and it's got my allergies going big time.
Ooh, nice, Joe.
Nice, Joe.
Homegrown tomatoes.
That's the best.
Yes, it is. Ours are done finally. I got the last tomatoes out last week. And I ate so many tomatoes. I was making my mouth sore eating so many of them.
Yeah, come to think of it, I have this cherry tomato vine, and there's so many tomatoes on it, I need to go through and pick them off.
We used to call those Tommy Toes when I was a kid. And they were good. We used to have this woman that lived down the street. We used to call her the old gypsy because she used to dress like an old gypsy woman. And she was old. And we would go down there, and she had an apple tree in her yard, and she had a peach tree in her yard, and she had them little Tommy Toes growing all along her fence. And we would get back there, and the guy that lived on this side of her, we would always play in his yard. He'd let us play in his yard. And we'd get sticks and go over there and bat the trees and knock the apples and the peaches out and stick our little hands through the fence and get the little tomatoes. And she would come out there. And back then, you could get away with it. She would come out there and she always had this big, long umbrella. Had a big old pokey thing. And she'd stick that pokey thing through the fence and poke at us, throw rocks at us and everything else to get us to leave. And, you know, she just didn't want to part with nothing. And the stuff would sit there and rot.
Yeah.
And us kids, you know, back then, you get out playing and stuff, you got a little hungry. You know, you don't want to go home. Because then if you went home, you was going to get a fried bologna sandwich, which didn't bother me because I love fried bologna, but, or something, you know, your parents would give you. But we didn't want to quit playing, so we'd go over there and just hit her yard up. It was worth the poke. She'd poke us or swing something at us. And she'd go down and tell our parents, and then we'd get spanked for picking her stuff.
Yeah, about 5 years ago, we grew some veggies and we used 5-gallon buckets. And one thing that kind of got my mom perturbed was a friend of mine would come over and he would pick all the cherry tomatoes off and eat them.
Oh.
And my mom would be yelling at me like, "Darn it, why didn't you save me any? Or I wanted those for supper." And I told her it wasn't me.
I watched a thing on YouTube here about a week or two ago where a guy, I never knew you could freeze tomatoes.
Yep.
And he would take he said, use the Romas because they're the more beefier ones. And you pick them and you blanch them in hot water for like a minute and you hurry up and put them in a freezer bag after you take them, blanch them, and you seal that bag and you get them right in the freezer.
Yep.
And he says you freeze them right away. And then when you take them out and you run them under water to use them, that peel and the skin comes right off. And it's like you got a can of tomato, you got a fresh tomato there for like, you know, if you will need canned tomatoes for something. I'm going to try it because I can, you know, can my tomatoes. But I thought if I could freeze some of them, it'd be a heck of a lot easier.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, that sounds so good. I need some bacon. No, I don't have any bacon.
Yeah, in fact, when I did my grocery shopping, I was comparing prices, and for what you pay for, like for me, for what you pay for one serving, you're better off getting a bulk pack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cheaper price, and yeah,
You just plan your meals out to use that, you know, you use that or whatever, you know. Like if you bought a bulk thing of tomatoes, one day you make spaghetti, one day you make chili, you know, you just plan it out to use them all.
yeah, I got a big package of chicken legs. So what I did is I split them up between two to three per baby, and
Yep.
did it that way.
That's what I do. I buy the big packs and I'll split them up and put so many in a baggie and put them in the freezer. I'll do that with pork chops. I'll buy the big things of hamburger and do that with hamburger. And
Yeah.
chicken. It makes it easier. You save a lot more.
Yeah, save money that way. Ooh.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm allergic to the glue.
Uh-oh.
Because when I took it off, I was like, felt like I was ripping my skin off.
Ooh.
Now,
When it wasn't connecting. I can't lay on my side. That's what I just found out. I have to lay on my back.
wipe it off with cotton alcohol. You know, put some alcohol
They
and cotton
did.
ball and just wipe it off of that.
I did.
Because that glue sticks. It's hard to get off.
But I have to wear this till the 21st. I have to,
Mm.
and they're sending me more replacements if I need more glues. Since it took 2 of them just to get it to work again.
Yeah, just watch your salt and keep your feet elevated and lots of water.
I wasn't allowed to have salt.
That's what I
I'm
said.
not
What?
supposed to have egg, and they gave me egg with onion in it for breakfast.
can't
And
have
I ate
egg.
the cereal and stuff.
Why wouldn't they let me?
I can't eat egg and milk.
Oh, lactose?
Nope.
Huh.
I'm actually allergic to it. I get red throat and all that stuff.
Huh.
I drink regular milk. I can have ice cream and not have too much of a problem. I'll just be a little congested from it and a little sore, but not that bad. But when I regular just whole, drinking whole milk,
Got
or
allergies to it.
yeah, so is my son.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks it's lactose, and I'm like, I tried lactose milk. I had the same symptoms,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they gave me almond milk.
You want to know what's
Milk,
weird?
almond
Is I had to go see an allergy specialist, and they did the test, which I already knew I was allergic to shellfish. And he called me and he says, "Well, we got some good news, bad news." He goes, "You're going to be all right. We found out your allergies." He goes, "You're allergic to shellfish, milk, and tomatoes, and cocoa beans." And I got laughing at him. I says, "What?" I said, "I grew up eating tomatoes all my life. I eat spaghetti sauce. I eat macaroni and tomatoes. I eat sliced tomatoes. I'm a tomato fiend." I said, "As far as milk, yeah, I can kind of understand that because I do get a little bit of a bellyache if I drink too much of it." I said, "But I eat cheese and I drink milk." I said, "Shellfish, I know I can't eat it because it puts me down. I mean, I'm down. Boom." And I said, "And as far as cocoa beans, yes, when I was a kid, I couldn't eat chocolate. Every time I'd eat chocolate, I'd get sick. But when I got pregnant, I was craving a Reese cup. And I said, I'm going to eat that Reese cup. I'm going to eat that." And I got me a Reese cup and I ate it and I didn't have no side effects. So I went and got me a pack of them. And I ate Reese cups while I was pregnant and didn't have no problem. Now, if the cocoa's in chocolate, I ate the Reese cups and I was fine. So there's probably slight allergies, on some of that stuff. But yeah, that could be why you can eat ice cream and stuff because it's an allergy that's not
No, it's because it's been
pressurized.
pressurized. Different than just regular milk.
Yeah.
But I haven't had any ice cream this season at all, this summer season, except for the blizzards I got from Dairy Queen.
Now I'll eat sherbet, and it don't seem to
That's
bother
got
me.
milk in it too.
I know, but it don't seem to bother me. But if I sit down and eat a bowl of vanilla ice cream, yeah, I get a little. I can eat it, but I get a little nauseous. But I can sit down and eat sherbet, and it don't make me nauseous.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to ragweed really bad. And then, you know what? After they mowed that thing, those weeds over there, I've been dealing with issues with my legs, with like eczema, allergies.
Oh,
My
no,
leg, my leg itched like crazy.
Yeah.
The day that they cut it off.
I carry an EpiPen in my purse, and we keep one in the car. My husband made me put one in the car because we went out to eat, and I ordered. It was actually at a Mexican restaurant, and I ordered the Mexican meal, a sample plate.
Yeah.
And when they brought it out, I was eating it, and I kind of looked down, and I told my son, I said, "Why does that look like shrimp?" Because he had gotten one of them skillet dishes, and it had shrimp and all that stuff in it too, them hot skillets. And I said, "I don't know if I should eat." I said, "Is that a shrimp?" And my son and my husband got looking at it, and they're going, "Yeah, that's a shrimp." I said, "It's a good thing I didn't bite into that yet." And they, got a hold of the guy come over, and he said, "She don't have no shrimp. She didn't order no shrimp." They go, "Then you tell us what's that in her plate." And, my son told him, he said, "You guys would have fed that to my mother, you'd have killed her." And so it was right after that, my husband said, "Just think if you'd have took a bite of that, So he put the EpiPen in the car. So now we keep one in there.
Yeah.
Shellfish, no way. My throat swells shut. My face swells up. It's bad. I'm real bad with shellfish.
I'm allergic to bees, the yellow jacket bees.
My son is too.
Yeah, me too.
He swells up bad. He's like blonde headed and blue eyed, but he's real pale. And if he gets stung, his whole body just goes red and swells up like, oh, it's terrible.
Yeah. With me, I usually keep Benadryl on hand.
Me too.
In
He
fact,
got,
I need to order some.
he got stung. He was working on a roof, and he got stung. We was putting some shingles on, and he got stung. And I had Benadryls in my purse, and he told me, he said, "Mom, I think I just got stung because it's a hurting." And I got down off the ladder. I ran to my car, got in my purse, and I had some Benadryl, a little packet of Benadryls in there, and I gave him 3 of them, put him in the car, and took him to the ER. By the time we got to the ER, he was swelling up pretty good. But hadn't I given him them Benadryls, it probably would have been worse.
Yeah.
Red food dye. I got a niece that's allergic to red food dye. That's got to suck because I love red licorice. And if I was allergic to red food dye, I'd probably go nuts. 'Cause
I love licorice.
I do too. I love red licorice. I love black.
Me too.
I like black jelly beans. I like
I
red
like
jelly.
the red one, strawberry better. I don't like the black licorice, but I like my red one.
I like it. You guys ever hear of a candy called Whorehound candy? Kind of like a licorice tasting type candy.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah.
Nope.
It might just be a southern thing. We used to eat that a lot as a kid. My grandmother used to eat them all the time. They're kind of good if you get a sore throat. Wow. So you're probably allergic to anything latex then, Bill. If you go in the hospital, they got to put you down as a allergy with latex. Yep. You like Whorehound candy? It's good. A lot of people don't know what it is. It's an old
Tastes a
time.
little bit like root beer too.
Huh?
It tastes a little bit like root beer.
Yeah. It's good.
I've had it from Michael's. Used to have the Whorehound, the root beer,
And they
the
used to
butter
have,
rum.
yep, they used to have a gum out called Clove. And that
Yep.
was good gum too.
My mom used to chew on that all the time.
Yep, I liked it. And the Mars bars. Now they come out with them Mars bars that was in a little orange gold wrapper. But when I was a kid, we had a Mars bar, and half the package was brown and half was white. And you had 2 pieces in it. It had the white nougat and an almond on it. And they were called Mars bars. And they were really good. And now the Mars bars ain't the same. So, yep, I still get them at Tractor Supply, Bill, when I see them. And I like the Blackjacks too.
My mom used to chew that gum too.
Well, Blackjacks is a pink and black, like a taffy, licorice taffy. And they were pink and black, and they're wrapped in a pink and black wrapper and white wrapper. It's a licorice type. They call them black. I think they call them something else now. I don't know. We called them Blackjacks. Now I don't know what they're called, but they still have them. It's just hard to find them. You can get them at Tractor Supply. Yeah.
Well, my coworker just texted me, asked me how I was doing. Like, it's hard.
Are you off work all this week?
I'm off with this month.
Okay.
I'm not going back anytime soon.
Right.
Yeah.
So, because the 16th I get my knee check from the specialist. So see if I need surgery or not. yesterday I went outside walking out in the yard and I about trip and fall because it's not even. Yeah, it was not nice.
They're probably gonna wind up giving you them Senvis shots. Give you some
It
cushion.
was not fun.
Yep. Because you're gonna need cushion in that knee. It's what mine was doing, and they wound up putting them shots in my knee, and they
Tell you
hurt.
what, I'm worried. I'm always worried going out in the yard now. But
They usually try those before they go in and do the surgery, the scraping.
Yeah,
of
my
your-
friend's up now for the surgery. They did the gel.
Yeah, they usually try the gel and then they'll do the surgery because they don't
But
like
she
to cut out
she has to
knees.
lose weight in order to have the surgery.
Because they told me. Actually, I'm glad that they did me that way because they gave me those gel shots, and I did the physical therapy, and then I continued to do the therapy at home, and I got my knee better because I was facing surgery. Well, then they turned around, they went in there and they scraped it all out. And he said, you don't want knee replacement because he said, you're kind of young. This was back when I was young. He said, and them usually only last about 10 years, 10 to 12 years. So he said, you want to have this treatment here done. So I dealt with the pain and got them shots. And I tell you what, they hurt. Because they go in behind your kneecap with that needle. And they shoot that gel in. And then 7 days, you go back and get another shot through the top of your knee. And then 7 days later, you go back and get the shot through the bottom of the knee. They go through the side, the top, and the bottom. Every 7 days.
I
They
was
didn't with her.
Huh?
They didn't with her. They put the gel in between the two, and then it lasts for 6 months. Well, 6 weeks.
They made me go every 7. I got a series of 3 shots, and I had to go every 7 days. So, and then once it was done, they did all 3 shots. I was done.
Yeah.
Anyone
My
see
mom
any
kinda
Prime
had-
Big Deals
What's that?
on Amazon? Anyone get any Prime Big Deals? Any see anything?
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I was over Amazon, but I was just like, I was looking at stuff like Diamond Bean stuff,
Yeah.
things like that.
Can you go to school with that thing on, Brent, or they want you just to stay home?
Oh, I can go to school. I got my exam tomorrow, and then the other exam's the next day.
Okay.
I have to get the other one done by 4:30 Thursday. And they're using my old things because I couldn't come to mass casualty because they had me in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
They're using the ones where I did they're using those as my my grade.
Yeah.
But I just want them to figure out what's going on. If I have to get a pacemaker or if I have to get something else or whatever it is, I don't care. Because I don't like feeling lightheaded and out of breath every time I walk out to take something with weight out to the trash can or bring groceries in. I get out of breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you anemic?
Nope.
I am. I'm very, very straight.
Usually when you're anemic, you get short of breath real quick. Tired, short of breath.
Yeah, they took all those blood tests.
I mean, I have family who is emic. I have a few cousins emic. I'm an emic.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's in the
It's no
family.
picnic. I laughed at my doctor when they told me I laughed at him. I said, I was dumb. I said, how can I be anemic as big as I am? He said, anemic don't know size.
Nope.
And I'm like, well, because I would go down to the barn and I could make it from the back door to the tree and I had to sit down. I would be so tired and out of breath. And then I'd get up and I'd walk to the barn. And my husband says, that's not like you. Something's wrong. And I was going through menopause at times, so I blamed it all on menopause. And
Yeah.
then I got real sick, and I went to the hospital. He took me to the hospital, and come find out I was anemic.
Yeah, with me, my legs just get tired out
The
quickly.
brand is the diamond painting ruler is good.
What does it look like?
Let's give me.
I have one that has little hole spots so you can put things on and make them nice and straight.
These.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah, are they good?
Yeah, because you stick it down on the glue and you put your diamond paintings and then you pick it up and the diamond paintings are all nice and straight.
Will it wear the glue off, though?
No.
No, it don't take the glue off. I would think if you stuck it, you know what I mean, kept picking it up, it would take the glue off.
I need to get one because
that's what I was worried about with these things. I was afraid that, you know, if I kept taking it off and covering it up, taking it off, covering it up, would it wear the glue out on my paper, you know, right there. So that's what I was concerned about. Because I don't want to couple my diamond paintings.
Well, I think I'm getting one because that way I can get when I do my diamond painting because that way I can put them in.
Yeah,
I want to get me one of those lights that go underneath them when you work on them. The lights.
I have one.
Is it good? Does it work good? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get one because I have trouble. I got me one of those diamond painting pens with a light on it. And it works a little bit. Okay.
I think I'm going to get my other apps like two.
I'm going to put two things on my list.
I'm going to probably get his.
A Kurgs. I'm going to put that on my Christmas list. And a diamond painting light. A light for diamond painting. That's what I want for Christmas.
Yeah, this one was on clearance at the time when I got it.
You don't diamond paint, though. I thought you said you didn't diamond paint.
No, I don't.
What do you could use it for other things? You paint? You regular paint, maybe?
Sometimes
you use it for when you draw.
Yeah.
See, it fits in on the top of the lid.
Okay.
And it magnetized to the center. And has a lid. It's now fully charged.
Huh.
I got one for my dad for his birthday.
It keeps stuff pretty hot in there?
It's just like a regular, like your Stanleys and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Because I got one and I put coffee in it in the morning and I went up when my sister was in the hospital having surgery and I had the coffee with me. And then when I come home, I put it in the car. And when I got home at 4:00 that afternoon, it was still hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was just a regular old Stanley cup. And I go, boy, that was pretty good.
They have some of these water bottles and they're like thermos bottles.
I think I'm going to get his little, yeah, I think I'm going to get his, you can buy the bottles and you can get the flavors in the back kit.
Uh-huh.
And my other half had like 4 or 5 of them, and I think I'm going to get most of them.
That'd be nice.
And I think I'm going to get some of his Kansas City Chiefs t-shirts too.
Yeah.
Because I only have one. Because he bought me one about a couple weeks ago. So yeah.
How many sisters did he have, Lydia?
2.
Now, didn't you say his mom died like a year ago?
Yes.
Now, has he got brothers?
And his dad just passed away too.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Now, does he have any brothers?
No. His sisters.
That's not good, Susan.
Uh-oh, Susan.
You coming down with something, or did you eat something?
Oh yeah, I forgot. The food I got was all pretty bland.
I hate hospital food. They don't season it anymore.
My dinner was they give me salt substitute and pepper.
The one
They
that
wouldn't give me any salt because I was in for a heart.
the one that I go to, you can't get regular pop in there. The only kind of pop you can get is diet.
Oh, they gave me soda after the stress test.
Yep, the only kind you can get is diet pop. They won't sell you regular pop in. And the food is just And years ago, you could say if you wanted a good meal, you'd go to the hospital cafeteria and get a good meal. And because they had a nice cafeteria in the Toledo Hospital one. And people used to go there just to have lunch because it was a beautiful cafeteria and the food was excellent. Now, oh God, that stuff, they've changed it up. And
my meal before I left was white rice, corn, and 2 pieces of pork loin.
Oh, bland.
Very bland.
You got a sore throat?
And applesauce.
You got some honey, Susan, and tea? Drink some tea.
Yes, honey.
And gargle in salt water.
Honey. Oh my God.
Warm salt water.
Yeah,
Honey is a good one just to coat your throat. I used to just take it by the teaspoonful.
You know what? I bought big jar of honey at Applejack weekend, our first weekend here in my town. The festival. I got the big bottle. Chip's like, what's this? He said, where you got this at? I'm like, up there. Well, when he said, I want some. Well, when we walked back up there, they was already gone. But yeah, it was about this big. I only paid like $6-7 for it.
Yep. When I was out in South Dakota, I got fresh honey from the Amish. It was good. Oh,
I love honey because with my allergies and my eczema, it helps.
but I got some honey and some butter and some cheese. Oh, it was so good. And some summer sausage. We brought some summer sausage back.
Yeah.
Yeah, them sore throats. I used to get them. I got my tonsils out, and I didn't get them as much after I got my tonsils out. But I used to get them so bad, and I'd get strep throat a lot. And then I got my tonsils out, and I was fine after that. And I was 40 years old, and they took my tonsils out. They told me I'd go in the morning and be out by noon. Well, I was out by 2 o'clock that afternoon, but I was back in there at 6:30 that evening. My throat I started bleeding real bad in my throat.
Ooh.
And my brother-in-law and my sister ran me back up there, and I wound up spending 4 days in the hospital. So, yeah. It was only supposed to be a half of, like go in the morning and out by noon. Yeah, well. Yep, tea and honey pill. That's
My
it.
cat's gonna freak out again tomorrow when I'm gone all day.
Yeah, she's going to wonder where you went. You leaving her again.
I gotta pick up the aspirin. I haven't picked up the aspirin yet. The prescription for it.
You got to take 81 milligram or? Yeah.
Yep. And it's EC Intralect coated.
Yeah. I just took the Bear 81 milligram when I was like that.
Well, they prescribed it because
Yeah.
they don't want me to have a blood clot. You know?
What's everybody going to do this weekend? Got any plans?
I'm relaxing. I don't have any school next week.
Sit back and crochet. Prop them feet up. Get them feet up. Don't leave them hang.
I don't have any plans for the weekend.
Friday have funeral and I don't know what else I'm gonna
They
be
doing it all in one day, Lydia? Are they going to bury him like on a Saturday?
on Friday. Everything will be on Friday.
I like it better that way when they try to do it all in one day because it's just too much. You know, you got to go one day for a showing, then go for the funeral, then the next day go to the graveyard stuff. I want it one day and get it over with because you're grieving. You know, you're grieving, and that just keeps opening it.
Yeah.
I'd be Bobby Gershon, Bobby do diamond painting, clean, do laundry.
It's probably what I'm going to be doing. Finishing up some stuff. I don't care how much I do. There's that much more to do. I find more stuff to do and more. And it seems like I'm just moving it from one place to another. And then moving it back again. It's like, oh. And then I got to decide if I want to do that crafting challenge this month. I'm going to get that Christmas ornament made for whoever I got to send it to.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. I think that one's going to be fun, though, making the Christmas ornament.
Yes.
I'm not doing that this year, so.
Yeah, start looking at this more.
Did ya? You ain't started yet, though, have you? Just looking
No.
at it.
Then I punched out some of the pieces, like the
Yeah.
little table.
I did. I just did followed the booklet, you know, like showed you do step 1 and step 2. I did it by the steps because I thought if I don't, I'll screw it up. But I did it by the steps. I love my little box. I got it sitting right there. I just love it.
Yeah.
You see it, didn't you, Lydia?
What?
Did you see that little box I went on?
Yes,
Lane?
I did.
Yeah, I love that little thing. I want to get that one that's I think it's the garden, the greenhouse garden or something that was on there. I want to get that one, and I want to get the village one. See. I'm gonna get me a carrot first, and I'm gonna get me a diamond paint light.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. Crazy. Trying to do homework. It's OSHA log of injuries and accidents.
I am sitting here. I want some sausage, gravy, and biscuits. I want it homemade sausage, gravy, and biscuits.
Oh, I got turkey sausage every morning.
I don't know about that. I want just some good old pork sausage, gravy, and biscuits.
And I got a hamburger one for lunch one day, and I had mostaccioli one day.
Yeah, when I was in the hospital, food really didn't taste that good. It did before.
Yeah, it don't anymore. It's nasty. It's like they don't season it. It's as bland as it can be. It's like they took it out of a TV dinner and put it on a. That's what it's. This is mine. They took
The
it out
hamburger was good.
Right.
The hamburger was good.
I lived on sandwiches. You know how you get the menu? Because I knew the food would be bad. I told him, I said, I just want a sandwich. Give me a sandwich and bowl of soup.
They wouldn't give that to me.
Mhm.
I had to be on a heart healthy, no egg, no milk diet. No salt diet.
Finally, I told my husband, I said, you come up here, you better have me a Whopper, an order of fries, and a milkshake, or you don't come through that door.
And no
I'm
caffeine. I was not allowed to have caffeine except for the little can of Diet Shasta Cola that they gave me after the
Oh.
Yeah.
stress test.
It was funny because he come up there, he brought me some Burger King, and my sister come up, she brought me a big Arby's sandwich, and then my baby sister come up, she'd made me a plate of food. It's like I ate, buddy, believe me. It's like, oh yeah, I was starving though. Oh, I was starving so bad, I was shaking. I was so hungry because I couldn't eat that food. I tried. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And I told him, I says, it was just like I said, they took the food out of a TV dinner, cooked the TV dinner, and then threw the food on a plate and brought it to me. And they said, no, they didn't. I said, look at it. It's sitting over there. So they went over, lift the thing up, and they go, I could see where you'd say that. It was bad.
Our hospital is pretty good. Has pretty good food.
Oh, it was bad. A lot of people were complaining. Now they got a Cleveland Clinic in Ohio where a lot of your people that have cancers and bad hearts and all that stuff down in Cleveland, Ohio, and they have all kinds of restaurants in there. They actually have restaurants inside this hospital with chefs, and you can go in there and get bakery goods. You could get. They have a coffee shop. They have Italian restaurant. It's inside this. It's like a miniature village inside a small little town, and this hospital is it's huge, and yeah, you can get anything you want at that place. But these hospitals around here, your regular little town hospitals, no. So I learned if I have to go in for anything, I put some snacks and stuff in my overnight bag, and I just don't tell them because I gotta have my food.
Yeah, that's what I did last time. I had one of these big tote bags. I put in like a couple things of Diet Mountain Dew and some of the snacks. They were able to fit in between the bottles and stuff.
Yep. I actually took me 2 cans of tuna fish, a can opener, and a loaf of bread, and some of them little squeeze packets of the mayonnaise mustard. And I just put it on my bread, open that tuna fish up, threw the can in the garbage, put that back in my bag, and sat there and ate. The nurse come in, she goes, "Did you have fish for dinner?" I said, "Yeah." So, I wasn't going to tell her. Like, hey, I got it, I was got to have what I'm going to have,
Yeah.
And you didn't go in trouble for it?
No. I told her I had it for dinner on the thing. No. I took anything like that, and you get them little cans of sandwich spread, the little with the crackers and stuff. I take some of them.
Yeah.
The little Jello things, Jello and pudding, snack pack puddings.
I didn't have any of those.
Yep.
I wasn't allowed to have
I took them with me. I put them in my bag and took them with me. I was having me some food. I told them they can keep them TV dinners. I ain't eating that shit.
The first breakfast I had on Saturday morning. Saturday morning? Yeah. No. Sunday morning.
How long was you in the hospital for?
Saturday night to Monday night. And then, see, Lydia, I have a heart monitor on.
You have your heart monitor on.
Yeah, I have a heart monitor. Because my blood pressure is normal, but they're like, we still want you to take your blood pressure.
The only thing that was halfway decent was the breakfasts in the hospital.
All I got was potatoes the first day and some cereal.
I was smart. They give you the little menus and you ordered off the menu what you wanted for the next day.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me.
I hit a banana. I hit scrambled eggs. I hit bacon. I hit coffee. I hit anything that I thought, because if it was bad, I knew I had something else to fall on. Oatmeal, grits. I was naming it all.
Wasn't allowed to have coffee because of the stress test.
Yeah.
But they gave me chamomile tea, which I don't like, so I
When
didn't
you
drink
did that stress test, did your chest start hurting real bad?
it.
Oh God, mine did. They
I
had
just
me.
felt warm right here. I just felt
They-
warm here.
They put me on that like treadmill thing. They had me
They
on
didn't
my,
put me on the treadmill.
and they kept me going and going and going. And I kept telling them, "You got to stop. I'm gonna fall. It's my chest is hurting. You got to stop." And they kept it going. She goes, "Oh, it's okay. We got to get you up to a certain speed." And I turned around. And I looked at her. I said, "You got to stop." She would stop. I jumped off the damn thing because I thought I was gonna have a heart attack right there. It hurt so bad in my chest.
They
She
did
goes,
the chemicals
Oh no, they
right
put
in
me-
the bed, right where I was at.
Mm,
Wow.
not
And
me.
they did-
put me
They
on a
did
thing.
before and after scans of my chest,
Huh.
and they did an echocardiogram. And then when I was still not feeling good, they did a test and found out that I possibly had a clot. They wanted to make sure I didn't have a clot,
Yeah,
so they did a CAT scan.
yeah. They did one of the nuclear type.
Yeah, nuclear stress test.
Yep. Yep. Back when I had them, though, they did like I said, they put me on the treadmill and some
Well, I
other.
was supposed to be
This
on the
was years
treadmill next
ago.
Wednesday. Next Wednesday, I was supposed to be on the treadmill.
And I wasn't, when they did it to me, I wasn't even heavy then or nothing. And they did it to me. And
Hey, Brandon, you have a heart issue?
We don't. When I was sitting there because I was having problems, I had a heart attack sometime 2 years ago. Before 2 years ago, a myocardial infarction, meaning part of my heart died,
Mm.
and then I was having chest pains and tightness on my chest that was lasting longer than 2 hours. So they sent me in. They were pissed that I drove. I was like, I'm not paying for an ambulance.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they were checking me out, and then my pulse rate, I couldn't keep it up. I would be sitting there talking to them, and then it'd go ding, ding, ding. It just kept dinging all the time because I couldn't keep my pulse rate up.
That was one thing nice. I didn't have to pay for the paramedics because it was like over $1,000, and then my mom had passed. And
You
yeah,
had a heart attack too, Arnie? Did you have a heart attack?
no, this was when my mom's health was really going downhill.
Mm.
And after I told them that my mom had passed away, I didn't have to pay this paramedic bill.
Yeah. Well, that was nice of them. I mean, you're going through a lot. They only throw a bill on top of you.
Yeah.
And the price we pay for medical is outrageous. It is. There is. Oh, I can't see no reason why we pay such high medical. If you ever get a printout of your hospital bill and you've been in there, look how much they charge you for any medication they give you, an aspirin.
They had to sit there and mix and match on all my meds because they were shocked that I took so many meds.
Yeah. But if they give them to you at the hospital, they charge you for them.
Yep.
Each little pill.
But
That's
they won't
why-
let you bring your own in.
I know. That's what's the pain about it, you know? It's like, no, I got my own. I'll give them to you, but you make sure I get them. No, we can't do that. Not like, well, then don't bill me for them.
I said I could go without the iron and the
Good
vitamin
night,
D and the.
All right, Susan, I hope you feel better, hon. Make sure you drink some tea and honey and keep your throat, sprayed with some warm
Yeah,
salt.
feel better, Susan.
Yeah. I used to hate getting sore throats. They're the pits.
And they made sure they were even making sure they're like, you don't have any of your medicines here, right? Even your over the counters. I'm like, no.
Yeah, anyways, I'm going to say good night to everyone. I hope everyone has a good night. And Mater will be on tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Central. So hopefully we'll see everyone on Mater's tomorrow.
Right, everybody.
You guys can stay, of course. And Joe, you can come up too if you want. Yeah, so I hope everyone has a good night and be yourself, be happy, positive, be creative.
Praying for all you guys in the hurricane. I'm gonna
Yep.
before I go to bed tonight. I'm gonna say some more
Sarah.
prayers.
Night,
You
Sarah.
guys stay safe, Florida Mama Bear and
Phone number, Billy
uh,
Bob.
Renegade, and all you guys stay safe.
Good night, everyone.